You don't have a money
No.
to pay the fees.
Nothing.
You don't have a home to live.
No.
Are you?
I'm living on the street still.
You are living on the streets?
From the June month. At present, if I tell my bank account, it's like 5 cents in my bank account. I had some of the relatives which are already living here.
So they are not helping you now.
Not really. I have been going through a very tough phase right now. I lost my car, I lost my job.
Where you were having your food?
There were days when for straight 3 to 4 days, I didn't have anything. Not even a
You
coffee.
were not eating anything.
Nothing.
No coffee.
For 4 days.
ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ ਸਟਰਗਲਸ ਕੀ ਸੱਚੀ 'ਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਟਰਗਲਸ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਓਵਰਸੀਜ਼ ਤੋਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਇੰਨੇ ਸੁਪਨੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਰਿਐਲਿਟੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਜਦ ਉਹ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਬੀਤਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਦੱਸੂਗੇ। ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਡੇਟ 'ਚ ਹੋਮਲੈਸ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਜੌਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਸ਼ੈਲਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਵੀ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਟਰਗਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ। ਸਟੱਡੀਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ 1 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਕੀ? ਸੋ ਮਾਪਿਓ ਦੀ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਡਿਊ ਡਿਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਏ। ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਇਸ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਹੋਮਲੈਸ ਹੈ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਰਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ नहीं है, ਖਾਣ ਲਈ ਫੂਡ नहीं है और ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ स्टेटस भी एक्सपायर हो चुका है। आप कनाडा में अभी आपकी क्या सिचुएशन है?
Okay, so I wanted to share my situation with you guys, and thank you so much for having me here. It's like I have been going through a very tough phase right now. It started from all the way back from September 2022. So मैं यहाँ पे आया था सितंबर 2022 में एज अ स्टूडेंट। आई गॉट अ 1 year diploma as sustainable agriculture in Fleming College in Peterborough. Then I completed the course. It was too tough for me personally because I have been grown up in a very village area kind of thing, right? And to come to this world, it was totally different for me. I was already prepared, mentally prepared कि yes, I need to have so many struggles over there, and I was alone as I knew. But I still kept my head high, kept my chin high, and started working to be here. September 2022, I was here. I landed at around 7 a.m. in the morning. I called my friend, got my study permit and everything, and got out of the airport and went to my friend's house. कुछ टाइम ठीक रहा, 10-15 दिन सही रहा, उसने अपने पास रखा मेरे को। स्टिल आई हैड सम मनी फ्रॉम बैक होम इन इंडिया एंड आई गॉट अ रूम फॉर माई सेल्फ। सो फर्स्ट 4 months सितंबर टू दिसंबर मैं ब्रैम्पटन में रहा, मेरा ऑनलाइन कोर्स था। देन इन जनवरी आई हैड टू मूव टू पीटरब्रो। सो फर्स्ट 4 months मैंने जॉब करी, मेरे पास जॉब थी, अच्छी जॉब थी यहाँ पे, फुल टाइम उस टाइम हम अवेलेबल थे काम करने के लिए, वी आर एलिजिबल टू फुल टाइम वर्क, राइट? एंड आई डिड दैट। उसके बाद मेरे को जनवरी 23 में पीटरब्रो शिफ्ट होना पड़ा। Peterborough was a small town and my college was in Lindsay, so I had to travel like 40 minutes. There was no transportation, and Lindsay was also a small town. There was no job opportunities over there, so I preferred to be in Peterborough, and there was just 3-4 days classes, and we had a friend, he had a car, and we went to the Lindsay every day, or like any day we had the classes, and we stayed in the Peterborough. But the thing was, Peterborough was a small town and there was no jobs. So from January till April, May, I didn't have a job in 2023 for the whole 5-6 months. I still survived just because of my GIC. I had the GIC coming in, so I could be able to survive. After that, my course, I completed 2 semesters in April 2023. Then I had a co-op for 4 months. Then I worked for 4 months again in the Peterborough. And after that, I completed the course. I completed my co-op. My course was completed. I got graduated. I didn't attend the graduation. I was here at that time. But I still got graduated from the first course. In the meantime, I applied for my second course and got admission in my second course as well, and applied for my study permit as well. I did apply that. I got it. I started my second course in September 2023. First course was completed. It's all completed. It's all done.
So after first course, did you work anywhere?
No,
You never got a job?
No. I again started doing for this preparing for the second course. I had some money saved. I paid the first semester fees, and in September 2023, I started my second course. In the meantime, I had got the visa, study permit extension. I have already got it, and I was eligible to start my second course. What happened was my performance was not that good in the first semester of the second course, which I got opted in the project management in Henson College, North York. That was the thing. So anyhow, I completed my first semester, and my CGPA was little bit lower to be eligible to get into the second semester. But the thing was, they said ki I am not eligible. The college department said that I am not eligible to get into the second semester. So they did me a break. They said I can't come to the college and I can't take the classes. So they gave me a break. I didn't want a break. I didn't want to, but they gave me because my performance was.
Who they? College?
The college gave me the thing that you need to take a break and you can't take the admission in second semester. It was the time of December 2023 and January 2024 this year. So I had to start the course in January, but they didn't let me. So I got a break from January to April because the next semester will start from the May. That's obvious, right? So I had to take a break. I was working in the meantime. I was working on the cash job. I had a car. I was delivering parcels. So I was picking up the parcels from Mississauga and delivering them. I had delivered like in Ottawa as well. So I worked like 15 hours in Ottawa as well, driving from here just to go to Ottawa just to work, right? So at that time I was working. What happened was I got my first accident in December 2023. That was my own car. So I got into accident. It took around a month and to repair my car, and I got my car back. Again, I got into the accident. The first time I got into accident, it was my mistake. I got my car repaired. I got my car back. Second time, it was somebody else's mistake. I was going on the highway. They back-ended me, and my car got totaled. So in that case, what happened was my friend was working in a garage. I called him that this what happened to me. He came to pick me up and he towed the car and got to his garage. I don't know what did they do or not. They didn't let my insurance pick up the car. I told my insurance that I have picked up all the stuff from my car. The car is over there at that garage. I gave them the address. My friend, I don't know, he played a trick to me or not, but what did he did was he didn't let them pick up the car. So it went for like 4 months, and they tried to pick up the car for like 4 to 5 times. But I already told him that I have got all the stuff, and I'll deal with the insurance. Let them pay whatever they are paying, and we'll get the extra amount from the gap insurance. I had the gap insurance, right? But they didn't let the insurance pick up the car. So now I'm also into that thing ki the insurance has backed up. They don't want to pay, and they have put it into a kind of credit the which firms which collects it, and
Okay,
it's a kind of case.
what is your status now?
फिर सर वही अब मैं पूरी स्टोरी बताता हूँ. फिर then what happened was कि I lost my car, I lost my job, and for in the meantime, just like in February or March this year, I got a call from the college that you are a special case and we can still give you chance to complete your studies starting from the May. So, but the thing was, I was not able to pay the fees at that time. In the meantime, I had already paid around $5,800 for the second semester fees, and I was less like $3,000, right? But I didn't have the money to pay $3,000. In the meantime, I didn't have a job, I didn't have a home, and nothing else. So I was trying to figure something out that how could I pay the fees? If I can't pay the fees, I can't continue my studies and I'll be out
So
of status.
you never had a money to pay your
Yes.
fees for the second year?
Yes, and that's only just $3,000 for the last semester.
Okay.
Just the $3,000. I had paid everything for the two courses, just the $3,000. I didn't have a job at that time, and my parents were not in a good condition to pay the fees, right? They had already helped me a lot in the meantime as well when I didn't have the jobs in past times as well. So they helped me, but at that time they could not. So I had no other option. I tried to find a job, but I could not, right? And ultimately what happened was I was not able to pay the fees and I could not complete my studies. So right now, because of that, I'm out of status.
You
really
are
don't-
out of status?
Yes, I'm out of status.
Since when?
Since like May of this month.
May of
Technically,
2024?
24 this year. Technically, and from the documentation wise, I'm out of status from September this year.
Okay, so since September you are out of status.
Yes.
You don't have a money
No.
to pay the fees.
Nothing.
You don't have a home to live.
No.
Are you?
I'm living on the street still.
You are living on the streets?
From the June month.
From June 2024 you are on the streets.
Yes.
It's a shocking. Like, where are you living now?
Actually, it was not too cold in the previous month, so I thought like I could survive outside, and I could try to find a job. So I moved to Hamilton because I had some of my friends in Hamilton. They were really taking care of me at that time because I didn't have anything at that time, and they were really into me, right? So I moved to Hamilton for some time so that I could find a job or something else. So at least I'll have a new place, so figure something out and have a great mindset or new mindset for sure.
So this year summertime you lived on the streets.
Yes, from-
where you were having your food.
There were days when for straight 3 to 4 days I didn't have anything, not even a
You
coffee.
were not eating anything,
Nothing
no coffee.
for 4 days. I still remember those days when I didn't have even a single coffee for the 4 straight whole days
So
and nights.
now you said you are out of status now.
Yes.
So what is your further plans?
So for further plans, I'm just trying to find a room for myself first. I'm
Finding a
find a room accommodation
accommodation
for myself.
for yourself.
I'll try to reach out to my parents. Of course, I'm having contact with them, but I'll try to get some help from
But
them.
you don't have
financial.
money?
No.
So no one will give you room to stay.
Oh, not right now for sure. Nobody. But
So still you are on streets?
yes, actually.
Okay.
But sometimes I try to call my friends, and sometimes they arrange some things for myself, like for 1 week or 2-3 days. And
What were your education or your experience back home in India when you came?
okay, so I completed my 12th in medical. So and after that I did a graduation 3-year degree in medical as well, botany, zoology and physics. So I was a graduate from there, and I came here as a sustainable agriculture student.
Assistant? Student, as a student in
Yes.
agriculture field.
Yes.
Okay, why you came to Canada then?
This was there were so many reasons actually to move back to Canada. First of all, I wanted to just have another experiences of the other countries. The basic reason was that, and the particularly why did I choose Canada? Because I had some of the relatives which are already living here.
So they are not helping you now?
Not really. I mean, they are also in a tough condition right now. I talked to them, but still they are literally in a very, very tough condition
But
right
tough
now.
condition means they don't want
Financially.
to keep, but they don't want to keep you.
Actually, they lost around $20,000 in a thing right now, like 2 months ago. So they are literally very tough right now. That's why they can't help me.
So now
further.
are you repenting why you came here? Because you are homeless, you don't have food to eat, you don't have
yes.
money to spend. Are you repenting?
I had that thing in my mind that why did I came here or why even I'm staying here right now. But after thinking of so much that I have so much loan from back home in country, and also the basic thing is I am not particularly comfortable now to go back to India. Okay, I have been living here for like 2 years
But
now.
you are without status.
But still, I'm okay struggling here.
Okay, struggling here
yeah,
or
rather than
without-
going back to India, because if I go back to India, I'll be surely getting from the for the language, but from the depression, sir. Because I have so much loan on my parents had tried, they are still paying it, and there's no way I can pay that loan.
So what
from
you
back
do
home
then
back
further?
country.
You don't have money, you don't have food, you don't have a shelter, you don't have a education like a study
Yes.
visa. Your status is expired. So what your plan? How will you do further?
So
You don't
first
have a
of-
job. You
yes.
don't. You are looking for a cash job.
Yes.
Cash job is not easy for the employer.
Yes,
So what is
yes.
your plan further?
So the only thing is right and now I can think of is I'll get a accommodation for myself first, so that at least I don't die in a cold, right? So I'll have a accommodation first, and then I can go try finding cash jobs. If I don't, then I'll apply for the refugee status, and I can work legally
But
on the
refugee
refugee
means
status.
like you don't have. Refugee means that you have a threat on your life in back home country. Then asylum comes.
Yes.
So you are a student.
Yes.
You don't have a status.
Yes.
You are thinking to apply for a refugee. Is there
Yes.
not something, because government said they may reject many applications of the refugee. There's a fake refugees.
Yeah, yes, but it's like they can't stop me from filing the refugee, right? And
Yes, they can't stop
They
you.
can't stop
Yeah.
me. And the second thing, I'll get a work permit, and I'll be able to work the full time legally. So at least I'll have some status to
for,
live here.
but for refugee, applying the refugee, you need reasons why you want to apply for a refugee.
That's the lawyer's job.
That's the lawyer's job.
That's lawyer's job.
Okay.
That's why I'm paying the lawyer to. That's why
You'll
I'll
pay to the- did you met
I'll
any
have
lawyer?
to. I talked to some of them.
What they said.
They said it's kind of tough, but we still can fight for you, and we can still apply. It's not like sure you're gonna get it or you're gonna get rejected.
Lawyer or immigration consultant?
Just the lawyer.
The lawyer.
I called the lawyer. I got the contacts of lawyers from just random people.
Okay.
I talked to them. I don't really know they are immigration agents or the really lawyers, but 2 or 3 of them I talked to, they were actually lawyers.
But are you not afraid that if CBSA catch you, you are without
Yes.
status, your
Yes.
status is not restored, you will be deported back?
Yes, that's why I'm not going back to India, because I already know even if they caught me, they'll already send me home.
Yes.
So I have that option for the anytime. That's the open option for me. But coming back to this country would be so tough if I leave this country, right? And there's no other way I can pay my loan going
Okay,
back to
I
India.
got it. So you want to give any message to the parents back home, or those who want to come here, because you have seen the struggles here.
Oh, sure.
You have gone through all these mess what is there. So what is your message to them?
I have a lot of messages for the people who are already here or who are trying to be here. First, your parents or whoever is funding your studies or anything to be here, you need to make sure that you have enough amount to just to survive, at least just to survive here. Everything is so expensive here. You need to work, you need to have a lot of responsibilities. You don't understand this, but when you be here, the only thing came onto your mind are the responsibilities you are getting onto your head, and you have to fulfill them. There are a lot of wishes of your parents and you as well who are coming here, that we need to find a good job, we need to settle down in our life, and that's why we are here. I also came to this country just because having these ambitions in my life that I'll grow and have something better life for myself, but it didn't work out, right? It's not my fault, it's not somebody else's fault. And in the end, I am the only one who is to be blamed for sure, because I had everything in my own hand. I did mistakes, maybe I did not. It depends on person to person situation. Also, I'm just trying to say that you need to be mentally prepared for every single thing you are going to get here. It can be homelessness, it can be starving, it can be a good life as well. You can have a very nice life, you are having anything, you are good on status, you are working, you are still struggling, but still you can have a nice life, you can have a car, you can have food, and you can still enjoy it. But just to be here, it's not you just came here and now you can just ever do everything better. No, you have to struggle a lot and a lot. I have worked for like 6 months continuously for full-time job. First of all, I was there was not many jobs in the area I was in, and even if I had, I was bound to the college studies because I had to go to college and I was not able to attend the job. So there were so many jobs I was getting approved for and also getting the jobs offer, but I couldn't was not available to do the jobs. So it was like around 5-6 months I have full-time work. At present, if I tell my bank account, it's like 5 cents in my bank account. I have like a debt of $5,000, around $5,000, with the different cash loan agencies here and some credit card balance as well. Right now, don't have money to eat. I haven't eaten for like 2 days now, and still trying to find accommodation for myself. There are some friends who are helping me for now, so at least I have room for like 2-3 days for now. But I'm trying to find something for myself.
Yes.
Right now, I don't have anything, and still, if they don't help me, then I'll be again on the streets. No, I don't have any status for now. I'm out of status. I have the room for now, just for this week, because my friends kept me for this week at least. I lived on the Canadian streets like for like 5-6 months, starting from the June till the end of October. So it was too tough, it was too harsh. I got my stuff stolen in the outside. I was sleeping in like there was a staircase going down, and there was a spot. I used to lay down the blanket, one blanket lay down and one blanket take upside, and then used to sleep and wake up at like 6 in the morning before the sun rises. There's no option that there's no chance I can live on the streets right now, and it would be snow falling for sure in the next couple of weeks for sure. So I need to find accommodation for myself as soon as possible for me, and that's why I'll just try to find something and try to get some help from my parents as well.
ਸੋ ਆ ਹੈ ਯੂਥ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ 2022 ਚ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਚ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਔਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ 1 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਾਈ ਕੀਤੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਪਣਾ ਐਕਸਟੈਂਡ ਕੀਤਾ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਕੁਝ ਸਰਕਮਸਟੈਂਸਸ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਣੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਡੇਟ 'ਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕਾ ਹੈ, ਜੌਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। ਟੋਟਲ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ 2 ਸਾਲ 'ਚ ਜੌਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤੀ, ਸਟੇਟਸ ਐਕਸਪਾਇਰ ਹੈ, ਰਹਿਣ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਖਾਣ ਲਈ ਰੋਟੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਔਰ ਸ਼ੈਲਟਰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਔਰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਕਰਨ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਦੀ ਬੈਕ ਹੋਮ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਫਾਈਨੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਇੰਨੀ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਇੱਥੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੈਂਕ 'ਚ 5 ਸੈਂਟ ਹੈ, ਕਰਜ਼ਾ $5,000 ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਰੇ। ਔਰ ਰਿਫਿਊਜੀ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਿ ਰਿਫਿਊਜੀ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਘੱਟ ਤੋਂ ਘੱਟ ਵਰਕ ਪਰਮਿਟ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਸੋ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਫਿਊਜੀ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਉਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਜੈਕਟ ਵੀ ਕਰਨੇ ਆ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਫੇਕ ਰਿਫਿਊਜੀਜ਼ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਲਾਇਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਰਿਫਿਊਜੀ ਸਟੇਟਸ ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰ ਦਾਂਗੇ। ਇਸ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਕਰੇ ਕੀ, ਮਾਪਿਓ ਦੀ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਬਣਦੀ ਹੈ ਡਿਊ ਡਿਲੀਜੈਂਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਏ, ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਭੇਜ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਡਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਹੈ। ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕ੍ਰੀਕਾਂ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਗਏ, ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਟੈਂਟਸ 'ਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ, ਫੂਡ ਨਹੀਂ, ਹੋਮਲੈਸਨੈਸ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਟਸ ਅ ਸੈਡਨਿੰਗ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਜਿਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਸਾਡਾ ਯੂਥ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਫਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।